Hey ladies, I'm going to update since my last video, my TTC update. I think that was like 7 DPO, and I said I was going to do a live pregnancy test on March 1st, March 2nd, but I can never wait that long. Like, it pisses me off, and I ended up caving and taking a test anyway. I've taken 3 since then. Yeah, I'm so bad with that. Like, I tried to hide a pregnancy test, but like, I know in my mind, like, they're there, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use them. Oh, you can always get more, and it, really pissed me off, because I wanted to do. Anyway, so let's start from then. After that video, after the update, I was 7 DPO, and the next day, 8 DPO, I took a test. It was an Answer brand, and it was a complete 100% negative, like, not even a hint of an evap line, the grayish, whatever. Nothing up there. And then 11 DPO comes around, and one of these, the Answer brand, and it wasn't my first morning urine. It was like 2-ish in the afternoon. Dom had just went to work. Amira was down for a nap, and I'm like, there's a pregnancy test up in the closet, and it's totally calling my name. I mean, I can always get my pregnancy test. I should go and take it, whatever. So I peed in the cup. I dipped it for like, I think it said 5 seconds. And then, oh my God, right away was a pink line. Right away, you could totally see it. And I'm thinking, the line is there. There's got to be something, progressing, something happening. A few days ago, there was absolutely nothing there. So there's got to be something there. 5 minutes go by. The line is totally there. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm looking for my camera phone. I can't find my camera anywhere, because honestly, I didn't think anything was going to come up. But then again, like, everything was making sense to me because of how I'd been feeling. Like, I've been feeling like crap, like being sick. I've thrown up a few times. My boobs were just crazy humongous. They were like so heavy, and yeah, it was crazy. So anyway, 12 DPO, I took one of these tests. There was a line there. Like, you can totally see the line. And it's crazy here. I think this was 12 DPO. Let me see. Hold on. See, you could totally see it, but it was still, it's faint, but you could totally see it. Not as dark as, what I was, expecting, aiming for, but. This is, I think, 12 DPO too. Still not convinced. 16 DPO comes around, and of course, I only have like a 14-day, luteal phase or whatever. It's the 16 DPO. Hello, you cannot get more positive than that. That is crazy. This came up right away, like right away. So this one was 11 DPO, you can barely see the line. These two, 12 DPO, 16 DPO, and now I am 20 DPO. I'm like 6 days late on my period. I am 5 weeks tomorrow, so currently I am 4 weeks and 6 days. I am due November 6th, which is really, really cool. Like, I'm really pregnant. I'm still taking it all in at one day at a time, because, like, you're trying to conceive, you're trying to have a baby, but then when it's your month and you get that BFP, you're kind of like, oh my God, like, it's really happening. There's, like, no turning back, but it's totally worth it, We've been obviously talking about it, so we're well prepared and ready. Nobody in my family knows. Nobody, that's why I haven't said anything on my personal Facebook. Nobody knows. I don't know when we're going to tell them, how we're going to tell them, but I was kind of thinking my daughter's 3rd birthday is next month, and April 14th, so I was thinking, while everybody is together, why not maybe do something like have Amira open up a present that is either like sonogram pictures or something that says I'm going to be a big sister. I don't know. See if everybody catches on, but that's pretty much what we're like going for. If not, I'm just going to be like, hey, I'm pregnant. So starting at 3 and 4 DPO, I had like mad cramps, like just like cramping, like really annoying cramping. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Usually, like, I'll cramp at 7 DPO, whatever. 3 and 4 DPO is like, it was cramping. 5 DPO, the cramp stopped, and the exhaustion hit me like a ton of bricks. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I was laying on the couch, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go to sleep. This is crazy. I was so exhausted. I had plans later on to go to the mall with my sisters, and I'm like, I can't go to the mall. I literally cannot go to the mall. I was too damn exhausted. And then 5 DPO, 6 DPO, still exhausted. I noticed my CM was a little more, it was more increased. I noticed that my urine was more on the dark, pale yellow side, and it kind of smelled. I noticed I was very, very hungry. Like, I literally had to wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning just to eat something. And I was craving like anything with Parmesan cheese. I can put Parmesan cheese on top of. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to make beef-a-roni with Parmesan cheese on it. And the food's been tasting so much different, it's more satisfying to me. I've been really thirsty, but no cramping, and I haven't noticed any spotting or anything. So 11 DPO was pretty much when I kind of got the hint that it was like my slight BFP, that I kind of knew I was pregnant. And 12 DPO was pretty much when I got the BFP. But anyway, during my 2-week wait, I really didn't notice anything other than I got the cold. I got cold-like symptoms. I think at 5 DPO, I got cold-like symptoms, and I still kind of have them. Like, I have a runny nose in the morning and when I go to bed at night. Vivid dreams, I noticed that my boobs were really, really sore, but my boobs do get sore before my period comes. But this time, it's more of a, like, it was like a dramatic change. My boobs, obviously you know what your boobs feel like originally, and I was like feeling my boobs, and my boobs felt so different, and I'm like, there's something definitely going on. I'm feeling sick, I'm feeling nauseated, I'm feeling so tired, like I gotta be pregnant. I think this cycle is it. My last period was January 31st. That was my last period, and like I said, we weren't gonna try until April. But then after I had my period, February was here, and everything just seemed right. You know, like we thought we conceived last February, and February is like the month of love, and it's Valentine's Day and stuff. And Dominic and I, originally we were gonna have sex on Valentine's night. I got a positive OPK on Valentine's Day, and I'm like, it's a win-win situation. I got a positive OPK. I've never had that positive of an OPK before. I'm like, that is crazy. So it was like, it was meant to be. And everything from that cycle just seemed right. Like I think I put in my status, like everything seemed right. After the miscarriage, I had my miscarriage in April 22nd, and then again in May 25th, I think. And after the miscarriage, I think it took my body a while for me to regulate everything. Like, for instance, I would ovulate on cycle day 21, cycle day 12, 15, 17, 18. So my ovulations were all over the place, and that wasn't consistent enough to, like, get pregnant, sustain a pregnancy. So my pregnancies, I think starting just 3 months ago is when I noticed I had consistent ovulations, positive OPKs on cycle day 14 and 15, and I would have egg white CM starting on like cycle day 13, 12, and 13. So I knew my body was slowly, just 3 months ago, after the miscarriage, slowly regulating itself. So, Dominic and I kind of stopped saying, oh, it'll happen when when the time is right, whatever. Excuse me. And, just let it be. And the past few months, I haven't been temping, OPKing, nothing. We just did it whenever we wanted to, wherever we wanted to. And then I had my period on January 31st. Lasted about 6 days. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I'm like, Dom, what if we get pregnant? What if we get pregnant this cycle, and then we'll have a November baby, a due date of November, just like last year, we would have had a due date in November 12th. So I'm like, and Dom's like, yeah, hurt to try it. So I took an OPK on cycle day 9, cycle day 11. Cycle day 11, I started using OPKs. Cycle day 14, on Valentine's Day, I got the positive OPK. Like, for instance, somebody asked what we did different. Like, for instance, I tested with the OPK around 6-ish in the evening on Valentine's Day. Dominic was at work. He got off work maybe around 11, and around 2:30, 3-ish a.m. we had sex. And we had sex for 3 days after having, a confirmed positive Oh, PK. We had sex for 3 days after that. Last year when we got pregnant, we had sex on the day of the positive and for 3 days after. And I read online too, that's what you're supposed to do to like increase your chances of getting pregnant, is to have sex the day of and for 3 days after. And I don't know if I've always had a tilted uterus, but last year when the doctor was checking my uterus with the for the ultrasound, making sure my uterus was empty after the miscarriage, she mentioned that she's like, oh, you have a tilted uterus. And I didn't hear anything after that. I didn't bring it to her attention. I just kind of like forgot about it until recently. And I think the night of Valentine's Day, when I was on top of Dominic, I was on top of him, and I kind of just like rolled off, and I ended up just falling asleep on my stomach. And I'm thinking, oh, I read that if you have a tilted uterus, women should lay on their stomach, versus laying on their back, with their legs up, whatever, the pillow under their butt. So I ended up falling asleep on my stomach, and I usually sleep with like a pillow like between my legs or whatever. So I was kind of like, my hips were kind of like lifted, and then we did it for 3 days after, and something magic must have happened, and I ended up, I calculated, they said my conception date was the 15th of February. So yeah, I don't know. I ended up getting pregnant, and it's crazy. It's here. I'm like, I'm finally pregnant, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm really pregnant. And it's like no turning back now, and it's crazy. And I just hope everything sticks with this pregnancy. I cannot bring myself to deal with another miscarriage. Like I really don't. I hope everything sticks this time. I have to call the doctors tomorrow. I actually got in on the 1st just so they can give them. They have a whole new system at my doctor's office, so I'm pretty much a new patient. So I had to redo paperwork and everything else. It was kind of annoying. I'm like, you guys know who I am, you know what I mean? And so they don't have my chart anymore. I'm considered a new patient, so I had to bring all my identification card. I had to bring Social Security and like fill out a bunch of paperwork like I'm seeing a new doctor altogether. Anyway, so I got to call tomorrow and then schedule my appointment, and then while I'm there with that appointment, they're gonna schedule me a ultrasound for my first ultrasound, which that is really, really exciting. So I will be making weekly pregnancy updates probably every Tuesday. So I'll be making my 5-week pregnancy update tomorrow, and I will update after all my doctor's appointments and stuff to keep you guys updated. But that's pretty much about it. If I left anything out, I'll try and answer it in a separate question. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away. I'm very forgetful. Very, very forgetful. I guess that's about it. So I'm going to go. So look forward to watch out for my video tomorrow. And I guess I will make another separate video talking about like all of my symptoms and all that stuff. Even though I pretty much went over everything. But I guess I'm going to go. I will talk to you ladies later. Bye!